Hi there, this is Jasmine from Jasmine Ray Bridal. This is just how our phone intro call would go. But of course, scheduling or whatever the case is, if you can't hop on a phone call, that's absolutely fine. This is exactly the same flow, the same verbiage, the same details that we will be discussing on the phone call. And I will be going through the brochure in real time, explaining everything to you this way. I know personally, I was a bride in August of 2023. I preferred everything virtual. The less I was actually required to do and video chat and phone call with vendors was better for me and my schedule. So definitely can appreciate anyone who chooses this route instead because same. So I always get started on this first screen of the brochure, and the second screen is going to take you straight to the intro to who I am and where I come from in the beauty industry. I have personally been a licensed cosmetologist since 2011. I've been in the beauty industry since 2010, so I do have a couple years under my belt. I have always practiced and stayed with the makeup side of everything. So although I can do hair, I only really do makeup, especially with brides. Now, by default, if I myself am available for your wedding day for makeup, your booking does go with me automatically. But with that being said, we do have a lot of other makeup artists that we work with, and I will send over a list of the available makeup artists for your wedding day. So if you see anybody who you would rather work with, just let me know, and I could switch the booking to be with them instead. No hard feelings at all. I will not be offended. And same thing goes with hairstyling. We do have quite a few hairstylists that work with us, and I will also send over a full list of all of the available hairstylists for your wedding day as well. Each person has their own portfolio, so you could just take a look at the work they've done for us in the past and let me know if you have a preference on who you would like to work with. The next portion of this brochure is going to jump right into the experience that separates us from the rest. I personally know how time-consuming wedding planning can be, and there's a lot of moving parts all at once. So I really try to narrow this down and keep it as organized as I possibly can for both you and myself. And the three main parts of our planning process together will be broken down into the customized proposal, the trial and skincare membership, and then the actual wedding day itself. So after these initial phone calls or video demonstrations, I always send over an email recap. And in that email recap, the list of makeup artists and hairstylists that are available for your wedding day will be all listed out there for you. And then attached to that email recap is your customized proposal. And this customized proposal is essentially the backbone of your booking. This is going to house all of the information for your wedding day, like location, the head count, the timing, the full contracts there, the payment schedule, the fees, whatever. It's all going to be in this one document for you. And it is completely online interactive as well. So once you get this proposal, if everything looks great, you can go ahead on your own time and submit any signatures, first payments, anything like that, and that will get your date locked in with us. And then once you are booked, if any details need to change, so maybe the timing needs to change slightly, or maybe mom wants to be added on for makeup, or, grandma wants to be added on for hairstyling, or whatever it is, we can always go back into this proposal and make any adjustments leading up to the wedding day. I typically say the month out from the wedding, we really want to make sure all those details are finalized. But between booking and the wedding date itself, assuming there are at least a few months in between, you can go back in and make any updates needed. The next piece is the trial and the skincare membership. So we are currently located in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. We're about 40 minutes northwest of Center City, Philly, and about 45 minutes south east of Allentown, so right in the middle, essentially. And this is where we house all of our trials. And we will reach out to you about 3 months out from the wedding day to get your trial scheduled if you have not done that already. And in the same location, we do all skincare and beauty services. So we do like facials, waxing, eyelashes, eyebrows, spray tanning, all in the same location. And all of the brides who work with us for hair or makeup for their wedding day, you guys do get 1 month of 50% off of these services. So if you are local and you want to come in for a facial or spray tanning, something like that, I definitely recommend utilizing this bridal membership and getting that 50% off discount. And then the actual wedding day, we'll put together a timeline for you. And this is going to show how much time we need per person, which time we anticipate finishing by, our arrival time. And usually I don't input everyone's name onto this timeline. I do keep it blank, or it'll say like person 1, person 2, person 3. You can keep it this way and we can just grab whoever is ready to go when we get there. Or you can totally take the template and input the names yourself if you have a preferred order that everyone goes in. That's absolutely fine. So this is the full experience while working with us. The next piece of this brochure is going to jump right into the wedding beauty packages. Makeup does come first, so we'll go through makeup first. When you open up this makeup tab, the first thing you're going to see is makeup minimum. Now, the makeup minimum includes yourself on the wedding day, 3 adults on the wedding day, and your trial before the wedding. So essentially 5 services are included into this makeup minimum, 4 of which happen on the wedding morning. Now, if we need to add on any additional people for services, that is absolutely fine. We can add on however many additional makeup services that we need to. And do keep in mind that your trial is already included into this makeup minimum. So if you would like to have a trial before booking, or maybe mom wants to come in with you for the trial, or whatever the case is, we can add on however many additional trials as needed. And then for every single person getting makeup done on the wedding morning, airbrush is included and false lashes are included. And these things are not, they're not required by any means. They are optional. We do have them on us. After we have a consultation with you and all of your girls, if we say, hey, airbrushing is a great fit for you, we can reach for it. It's just another tool in our tool belt. There is no additional cost for that. And same thing for eyelashes. Now, this is the minimum for makeup, but we also have the first look styling option. And this is going to have everything that the minimum has already. So yourself, 3 adults, and your trial. But this also includes first look styling after we are done makeup in the morning. And how this kind of plays out is we will be wrapping up services in the morning. Hairstyling is going to wrap up their services. They're going to go. And your lead makeup artist is going to stay with you during your getting ready photos, you getting into your dress, and when you are escorted to your first look location with your photographer, we will go with you. And we basically act like an assistant to you and the photographer. So we will watch the first look happen, and we'll be there for the first portraits with your fiance and see everything in real time. So if anything needs to be fixed, we're there. And that includes the dress, the hair, the makeup, the flowers, everything. So we are standing there with a photographer with a more of a stylist perspective. If we see anything out of place, we can jump in quickly, fix it, get out of the way. And those first portraits, which are the most intimate portraits of the day, might I add, will be done beautifully the first time around without any needs for retakes. So that is that first look styling option. Now, between the makeup minimum and the first look styling option, you would book one or the other. Since the minimum has yourself 3 and your trial, and you don't need the first look touch-ups, you will just book the minimum and then add on however many additional services you need if you do need any. If you do want the first look touch-ups, you will book the first look styling package and then any additional services if you need them already. There's no need to book both the packages since they already include you on the wedding day, 3 adults in your trial. One just has the touch-ups and the other does not. So just keep that in mind. The next page you'll see is the actual selection of services. This is if you want to just go ahead and create your own proposal on your own time. I absolutely recommend doing it this way. Of course, I can go in and make one for you. But this, if you're a do-it-yourself type of girly, I totally respect it because I am as well. You can make your own proposal directly. So like I said before, you would choose one or the other, either the minimum or the first look styling. I'm just going to go ahead for an example. I want the first look styling done with Jasmine Ray. So I'll go ahead and select that on the page and you'll see it is selected. And then maybe I have 6 bridesmaids in total. And I know that that minimum includes myself and 3 others. So I need 3 more services to add on. So I'm going to go ahead and select the additional and make sure that that is 3. Perfect. Let me zoom out of that. Awesome. So you'll see that I have the first look styling with Jasmine Ray selected with 3 additional makeup. That will result in myself on the wedding day, 6 total adult makeup, and then my trial is all included here. And then also you will see that up hand right corner, that little cart icon now is being filled. So if you ever wanted to go along and see how much the total is, that will be auto populated right up there for you. So I'm going to go ahead and go right to the next page. This is going to bring us right into hairstyling. So just like the makeup minimum, the hairstyling minimum is the same. So this hairstyling minimum is going to include the bride, 3 adults, and the trial. If you need to add on any additional people, we can add on however many additional people. If any additional trials are needed, we can go ahead and add that as well. And then everyone getting hairstyling done, all of the hairstyling services, they're all dry styling. So we just ask that everyone arrives with clean, dry hair, unless otherwise, said by your stylist during the trial. But 99% of the time, it's always going to be clean, dry hair. And hairstyling is booked on the time slot, not on what kind of hairstyle we're doing. So general rule of thumb, hairstyling takes about between 40 to 45 minutes a person, and we can do any type of hairstyle in that time block. So keep that in mind too. If anyone asks if they need to know ahead of time what type of hair they want to get done, answer is no, unless you really want them to choose ahead of time. That's perfectly fine. But the general answer is no, we can figure that out together on the wedding day. All right, and then just how makeup has that first look styling option, hairstyling has a later return add-on option. And this is exactly what it sounds like. This is if you want your hairstylist to come back later in the day for either a hair-specific touch-up or a hair look change. I know a lot of brides are loving the all down hair for the ceremony and then maybe rocking a party pony for the reception or an updo for the reception. This will be that later return. Your stylist will meet you later on in the day and they can carve out some time to do that look transformation for you. So that'll be that later return add-on. Now, the next page is going to take you right to the service selection. So I know that I have my makeup stuff already picked out and I now need to add on, and this is just for an example, by the way, I now need to add on a base minimum for myself, 3 others, and then 3 additional to get the total of myself plus 6. So I'm going to add on this minimum and then I'm going to add on 3 others to get the total head count of myself plus 6 for hairstyling, and my trial is included into this as well. I'm going to go ahead to the next page. This is just going to touch base on that skincare membership again. So all things skincare and beauty that we provide in our Lansdale location, you do get 50% off for 1 month when you book hair or makeup with us for the wedding day. So this includes facials, brows, lashes, spray tanning, waxing. Quick note about this membership, it is non-transferable and you cannot gift it, unfortunately, just because there's no monetary value to it. So it is for you, the client, directly, and you can use it for 1 month, any month of your choosing, as long as it's before the actual wedding day. All right, and here are some quick reviews from previous brides and then kind of just what to expect next. So at this point, I will put together an email recap for you. A customized proposal will be attached to that. And to kind of see what this proposal will be in all included, you can go straight to your cart up here and you can see all the services that you've picked out. And your total is here, right here. This is your selection summary. This is what will be on that proposal. So you already kind of know what you're going into. If there are any fees that need to be added on, they will be added on into that proposal. So that proposal, when you receive it, that's the true total, fee included, everything included. And that proposal has your contract, your payment schedule, all the details of the wedding day. And when you are ready to book, you can do so right online through that proposal directly. And all final details need to be submitted by technically 2 weeks before the wedding day, but I always say a month from the wedding day, just so we have enough time to coordinate. So that includes if the head count needs to change, if the timing needs to change, if the location needs to change, something like that. But that is the basic run through that we do with our clients on the initial phone consultation. Any additional questions that you might have, feel free, shoot me an email. If you do not receive an email recap after this, within a day or so, shoot me an email and say, hey, I watched the video. I would love to receive a proposal, and I'll be happy to get that going for you if I did not do so already. But with that being said, I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. All right, now, bye-bye.